Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. I am a 33-year-old zero-based cashless budgeter and stuffer. And today we're going to be budgeting out my fifth and final DoorDash paycheck for the month of October. So we finally have like a decent amount of money to work with today, which is surprising because I did not DoorDash at all on yesterday. I had a migraine, but we ended up with $261.25. So that 25 cents is going to go straight into the roundup challenge, and it's going to leave us with $261 to work with for the week. And that is actually the most that we've had. I went back in my earnings. That's the most that we've had since mid-August, when we had $261.38. So very excited to finally have a decent amount of money to work with. Not what I wanted, but missing a day, I'm not mad about it. So let's go ahead and get started with my variable expenses and get budgeting. So buffer we're going to skip. We always skip buffer. It just sits there, covers my transactions until I move the money, and then it covers any IOUs I have. Crochet by Jamie. I did buy a pattern this week, so we're just going to We're going to stuff a little bit extra. We're going to stuff $6 in this week. Gas. I am going to Houston for work, so I will not be driving most of the week. I'll be back on Thursday morning, so I might DoorDash on Thursday and Friday. I have to work Friday, and then I'll DoorDash this weekend, but we're going to put $50 in. I still have half a tank of gas, and I don't think I spent all of my gas money that I stuffed last week. Also, I did let my cats in the room because I'm going to be filming for like an hour today. So if you hear any weird noises in the background, my house is not haunted. I just have cats. They're in. So groceries, since I am going to Houston, not going to stuff a ton in here. Just going to do those $10. Just going to do $10. Prescriptions, we are finally going to stuff some money in. We're going to just put $5 in. I do need to pick up some prescriptions whenever I get back from Houston, but we should have enough money in there to cover that. And then spending is going to get its normal $5. So that's it for my variable expenses. I rearranged my office, so I have to find a place to put my binders now. I moved all of my yarn from my bedroom into my office. It's going to be $76 in variable expenses. I moved it for like tax purposes because if I have a dedicated office for my business, then I can like tax write that off, or I can deduct that in my taxes. But if it's just my bedroom isn't an office. I do things in my bedroom besides crochet and knit, so there's something you never wanted to know. Okay, so moving into my high priority binder, starting off with car cost, we are going to do, how much do we have? I guess we have $310, so we'll put in $15 to make that a nice number. Debt payoff. Debt payoff, we have $136. Our minimum payment is $171. So we need $35. So we'll stuff $45. So we'll have a little bit extra to get started for next month. Festivals, we have -20. Can I read that right? The cat brought his ball in. We have -20, so we will give that 30 to pay off that IOU and then have a little bit extra in there. Gifts, we have $135. I did ask my mother what her and my dad and my grandma want for Christmas, and I texted my sister to ask what her boyfriend or fiance wants for Christmas. I told them around $30 each, so that's what my mom, my dad, my grandma, and my sister's fiance. So it's $120 that I need. So I have $135 in here actually, so I'm just gonna stuff $5 into gifts. Taxes, we have $455. I'm just gonna do $5 just to do something, but give us enough money to stuff some more fun envelopes with. So $100 into high priority, which is nice because I've been like earning $100. Okay, moving into low priority. Let me shift that over. Okay. So body mods, we're going to give $1. Electronics, we're going to give $1 just like normal. Fitness, let's give fitness $3 this week. Hair and lashes, I really need to start bulking this up more. Let's give it 5. Shindigs and shenanigans, we have that IOU. So we need to definitely start stuffing this more. So we'll just give it $5 this week. And then travel, I'm saving up for a trip to Hawaii in 2027. And then I'm probably going to go to the beach with my friend next year. So I need to save up for that as well. We are going to do $4 into travel this week. So that's everything for my low priority binder. So $19 into low priority. And then we'll go into my long-term savings and savings challenges. So 52 cats, which is my version of the 52-week challenge. Exciting news, we're not going to do the lowest cat for once. We're actually going to do the highest cat. We're going to stuff $33 into this challenge this week, and I'm very excited to do that. Cats, my children, my little hellspawn, destroying my office. Did you hear her meow whenever I said that? We're going to get $4 this week. You can hear her now. Home improvement, let's give $2. My roof is finally fixed, but I'm sure I'll need something else fixed at some point. Medical, we'll give $1. Month ahead, we'll give $1. Roundup is going to get those 25 cents. My savings challenge, Saturday, we're going to give $14. She just jumped up on her chair, so she should be quiet now. And the wedding is stuffed based on my relationship status. I'm single, so we're going to give that $1. And let's see what we have in there. $56.25. So we'll add those up, make sure that they do equal, do equal 261. That's 251. It's 251. Something's gone wrong here. Because according to my spreadsheet, this should equal 261. Okay, so let me just add everything up individually. Or add up these categories again. So 15, 45. I fear something's gone wrong. $650.55, 1545.35.5, 113554, 334211, 14.1. All right, let me pause the recording real quick and then see if I can figure out what happened here. Okay, I'm back. I figured out the problem. I hit a row in my spreadsheet and that had number in it. So that was the issue. It had $10, which is why I was off by $10. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to add another $5 each to hair and shindigs. So these instead will get $10 instead of 5. So $29 into low priority. So 6, 129, 56, 25, 261, 25. All right, that is why you double check your math. So the next thing that we're going to do is do my cash breakdown to see what bills I'm going to need to pull whenever I do my my cash stuffing. So Crochet by Jamie will get a 5 and a 1. Gas will get a 50, groceries a 10, prescriptions a 5, spending a 5. Car costs a 10 and a 5, debt payoff 2 20s and a 5, festivals a 20 and a 10, gifts a 5, taxes a 5. Body Mods Electronics get a 1, fitness gets a 2 and a 1, hair and shindigs get 10, and travel will get 2 2s. 52 cats will get a 20, a 10, a 2, and a 1. Cats will get 2 2s, home a 2, medical a 1, month ahead a 1, savings challenge Saturday. I don't know why I forgot that. We're going to give it 14 ones, and then wedding will also get a 1. So that will be 50, that is 40, that's 60, that's 35, that's 14, that's 22. Make sure that this also adds up correctly. No. Oh, this is 80. That's not 40. 261. All right, we got there in the end. That was a struggle. But thank you so much for tuning in for this video. It's a little chaotic today, but that's okay. We made it through. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will see you on Wednesday for my cash stuffing.